Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Drew's Quick Fixes and Hacks. And today we're in the Tesla and we are talking about the premium connectivity service that Tesla charges users $9.99 a month to use just to get radio, to get anything involving media. You have the option of using your Wi-Fi hotspot in Tesla. The first month that I did it, I decided not to pay for the premium connectivity, even though it is easier. Your internet's always on in your car. You don't have to activate it on your phone. You don't use phone data. Okay. So, but if you're going to use the hotspot on your car, you're looking to save $10 a month or $100 a year. You click the Wi-Fi here, and then you'll let it search for Wi-Fi networks. And then what it's going to do is you'll get a little green check when it's active, and you should be able to use the radio. You should be able to use Live One right here, and you should be able to use TuneIn, which is also an internet radio source. So just so you know that. Now, there's an important thing here. I went the entire month not knowing this. Even Tesla support didn't know this. We all know, anybody who owns a Tesla knows that if you call the 800 number on Tesla support, half those people don't even know what a Tesla is. It's almost hilarious. Yet their call center's in the United States. Tesla needs to work better on training their employees instead of just kind of giving them a computer manual, because most of those employees can look up anything you can on ChatGPT or on an AI computer. So here you go. What you do is once you're connected, you must make sure this box is checked. Remain connected in drive, because I was driving, and as soon as I would drive, the song will save, it'll play, and then you're halfway into your trip, and all of a sudden, the radio cuts out everything. The entire Wi-Fi signal cuts out. What does it do? It asks you to literally log back in, retype the password in. It's ridiculous. I think they did this. I think Tesla did this so that you would pay for their premium services. It says searching for Wi-Fi networks, but we don't need to. We have a network already. So it is active. If you look here, it is changing the songs. I can't play the songs because of music copyrights. But again, Wi-Fi connectivity. You want to make sure you say remain connected in drive. Now, of course, those of you who own a Tesla know this as well. If you're watching a movie or something, you cannot watch movies while you're in drive. But the Wi-Fi connectivity on your hotspot does work for movies and other things while you're literally in park there. Oh, there's a shot of me. Anyway, all this stuff works with the Wi-Fi, but you want to make sure you click remain on while you're in drive. I don't know why they made you check that box, why that's even there, but it may have something to do with the default system wanting to turn off Wi-Fi when you're driving so you don't watch movies while you're driving. But again, tune in here, and then Live One. Live One is my preferred radio source. TuneIn has a problem, guys. Those of you who are Tesla owners, TuneIn turns on and off every time you open the door, and it plays an ad. It is obnoxious. It is annoying. So TuneIn needs to work that out. Live One used to be exclusive. When you bought a Tesla, it was free, no ads, anything like that. They've now started ads, but still a great service. You can play pretty much any kind of music you want. I love it. You know, you've got your genres, you got your top stations. They have comedy. It is so great. There it is. There's all the choices you have. It's basically XM radio. A little bit better. They don't have it, So anyway, I love it. I love that. And for a whole month, I went by without premium connectivity for you guys to learn what are the disadvantages of not having premium connectivity. Again, another disadvantage is you cannot use the Sentry mode even if you have your Wi-Fi on, unless you leave your Wi-Fi device in your car. I'm not sure I haven't really even tested to see if it works, but they set this car up to be a car we have to pay by the month for things. Great for Tesla shareholders, bad for Tesla owners. $100 a year to have premium connectivity in a Tesla. And the other thing that's a pain in the butt is every time you get in a car, if you're not hooked up to your Wi-Fi, a little thing pops up saying, please connect premium connectivity. There's no way to get rid of that sign unless you're connected. So along with my $99 a month fee that I have to pay for full self-drive, I've got the $10 a month or $100 a year fee for having connectivity. So for now, I'm using my Wi-Fi phone. I'm going to save $10 a month. In the long run, it's probably not going to be worth it. Again, YouTube Music will work. All this stuff will work with your thing. The video games seem to work without Wi-Fi connectivity. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Drew with Drew's Quick Fixes and Hacks. Again, with your hookup to Wi-Fi, here. You go up here, you go under Wi-Fi, under the menu, and then you click this little box here. You want to go down and make sure you click that little box that says remain connected in Drive. Otherwise, that radio and all your internet's going to turn off while you're driving, and then the full self-drive is going to flag you for looking at the screen. It's going to blink blue. It's just not been fun. So thanks for watching, guys. This is Drew with Drew's Quick Fixes and Hacks. Mash that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you out.